Literally, you have to have the balls to go in your own life, in your own shit, and once you go in there and you're able to face it and able to talk about it, you're now on the even playing field with everybody in the world. I don't give a fuck where you come from, how much money your parents have, how much money you didn't have. If you're able to handle yourself, know what you're about, know what you're made of, know how fucked up you are now on an even playing field with the world. So once I did that, all these people who have more money than me, where they came from, had great parents and everything, they're like, oh my God, I caught all you motherfuckers that quick. Because all the money, all the surface things go away. Because we all are human beings. That money and shit, all that material shit doesn't matter. It's what's deep inside of the core of your soul that fucking matters. And that's what I realized, man. I leveled the playing field out. But I had to go over there and face that shit first. Stay fucked up in that world. You stay in a world of things will get better because someone said they would, and I need to find peace. No, you need to go to fucking war with yourself, man. At the end of that fucking war, you'll sit back all damaged and bruised and scarred up and fucked up, and maybe your soul has muscles so tight that you may lose 2 inches on your fucking body. Who knows? But at the end of that fucking war, you're gonna sit back on the couch, maybe have a fucking glass of water, drink a beer. The war may be 30 fucking years, but when it ends, you will know what the fuck it's all about then. And then you'll find your fucking peace. You'll find your fucking peace then. But until then, you'll always be searching to find that nice, kind book that guides you beyond all your personal suffering and shit. That miracles your fucking ass to peace. It doesn't happen, man. Maybe it does for some people, but you're just scratching the surface of real life. So I looked at myself in the mirror, and when I looked at myself in the mirror, man, I wasn't proud of who I was. And I kept on backsliding. And I made the decision. When I was 297 pounds, I gained 125 pounds. I was 175 to 297. Had left the military, left the Air Force, and I was working for Ecolab, making $1,000 a month. I was at the bottom of the fucking barrel. I'd become exactly what life had made me, and what I had made me too. I said, I'm gonna die trying. I don't give a fuck what it does to me. I don't give a fuck if I break myself off. I don't care if I lose legs. I don't care if I have stretch. I don't care what it is. I don't care how much pain I go through. I don't care, but this reflection in the mirror will change, or I will die trying. I will die. I will not look at this guy in the mirror anymore, because I can lie to you right now. I go back to that mirror every fucking night, and I usually shave my head almost every damn night, and I gotta sit there for fucking 15 minutes and look at myself in the mirror. And that reflection is telling me every fucking thing I'm not. And it starts to, some of us are allowed to go away from that. I was haunted. Every day, 24 hours a fucking day, this voice would be in my head. Hey motherfucker, you ain't shit. This is what you're gonna be the rest of your life, man. There has to be something so deep in you that drives you. So what really does it for me is I know what we're capable of. And I know that most human beings aren't willing to go where I am. And that's a very, very dangerous thing. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else. Everybody has this talent.
Sure.
It's not a talent. It's just realizing that we stop way short of our true potential. So through my life, I realize these things. And I know what gets me through that is I know that most people who are blessed with so much talent, great parents, great upbringing, didn't come from where I come from. They're gonna quit before me. Having all the tools that they have, they didn't have the ability to examine themselves. When you have everything so nice in life, it's great to have a great life.
Yeah, no doubt.
But what happens is you don't self-examine. You don't do a live autopsy. When you have a fucked up life, it almost forces you to do a live autopsy. It forces you to find strength from places that no one looks from. Because food is not at the ready. You know, I have a learning disability. It's not at the ready. I can't just pick up a book and start reading.
Right.
There's preparation behind everything I fucking do. There's everything I do has to come with so much fucking preparation. It's despicable. It makes me sick. My own personal life makes me sick. That's why I'm so disciplined now. Without my self-discipline, there is no David Goggins. Like, I can't like stop reading. I won't be able to read tomorrow. I will lose it that fast.
Wow, yeah.
I cannot stop going to the gym. My mind is set up in a spot where, hey, the second I stop, it wants to stop. Because I had a quitting mind growing up. When you get beat the shit out of you all the time, your mind wants to go to that nice spot where you're comforted, where you're not trying, where shit is easy. That's where your mind, it doesn't want to think. You have all these things in the mind, and the mind can only absorb so much shit. So all the pain that has to go through, it wants to push it away and say, let's not do that. So every day I'm fighting where the mind wants to go. So it's a constant evolution, man. I've never arrived. That's right now, I'm stressing out 2-3 hours a day. I'm trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm like, oh man, I went through Navy SEAL training being fucked up. I ran over 7,000 miles in 2007 being fucked up. I did pull-up records being fucked up. Now that the mind is so fucking strong, let the body catch the mind. So that's now where I'm at. So I'm always trying to reinvent the wheel and see what I'm capable of next.
I believe that everybody has a gift. Every single human out there listening right now, you have a gift. The thing that you have working against you is you have all these other people now, right? 30 years ago, 20 years ago, we didn't have Instagram. We couldn't watch people and emulate them. We sort of had to learn our own little craft as we went, all right? But now we get to see what everybody's doing. And our tendency as humans is to emulate the style or the personality or the way that someone speaks or the way they do their content and all these different things. But here's the thing that you don't understand is that by doing this, you are actually keeping yourself from becoming great, because the most that you could ever be when you do these things is a watered down, lesser version of what someone else is doing. All right. And how do you know that your own style and your own way of doing things that you would develop little by little by little if you would just take little risks isn't going to be greater than all of those things that you watch? Okay? You cannot be great being a lesser version of what already exists. You can only be great when you execute against your own potential and do your own development. And that means getting up there and looking like a clown. And it means taking little bitty steps forward every single opportunity you get. No one comes out and is just great at business or great at athletics or great at science or great at speaking. It doesn't happen, man.
Don't talk, just act. Don't say, just show. Don't promise, just prove. Don't stop, just go. Feed your focus, starve your distractions. Yesterday is over and tomorrow is too late. Don't waste your time, this is your year. Dream big and work hard.
Before we can overcome adversity, my friends, we got to embrace adversity. Those two words don't even go in the same sentence. For most of you, when you hear me say embrace adversity, you get that little anxious feeling in your stomach like, what? Because as humans, we're hardwired to do everything we can consciously or subconsciously to escape pain. We don't like pain. We don't like failure. We don't like rejection. We don't like disappointment. So the idea of embracing something that is so adverse is something we tend to ignore, right or wrong. But here's why I want you to embrace adversity. Because to embrace adversity means that you are getting to a level of transparency so that ultimately you can heal and grow. You have to embrace the adversity. You have to understand that it's okay to say, that situation is challenging. But coming to that level of transparency allows you to really understand and embrace the truth in it so that you can ultimately gain the perspective and the lessons you need to go to the next level.
And you guys have to do the same thing if you want to be great. If you want to be good and you want to be effective and you want to be not great, you just want to be good, then yeah, dude, take someone else's style. Emulate everything they do. Clearly it might work. But if you want to be great, if you want to be one of the best that's ever lived at what you do, you have to understand that it's about developing our own skills. It's about developing our own styles. It's about developing our own swagger. It's about developing our own selves. And we don't do that when we constantly look at other people and admire them or look at them for an example or steal their shit like so popular out there these days. So if you want to be great, guys, you have to put in the work. You have to put in the talent. It's not that everybody doesn't have the potential. Everybody has the potential. It's just they're not developing it because there's too much distraction out that we didn't have 20 years ago. So when I'm coming up, dude, I don't have people to look at. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have social media. We didn't have all these things. We had books. And if I wanted to learn how to speak or learn how to do anything, guess what I had to do? I had to go do it and suck in front of everybody. And we've lost that in society now. Everybody wants to be a lesser version of something else. And guys, I'm telling you, you can't win long term doing that.
Embracing adversity means that you stop spending your time waiting, hoping, and wishing for the adversity to change and begin to discover how the adversity is trying to change you. Change is a great thing. As a matter of fact, change is necessary if we want to survive, and it's necessary if we're going to thrive. We're celebrating today. That's the moment we're in. That's why we're here, right? But think about what it actually costs to get here. I don't work next to y'all every day. Be honest with me. Did it not cost something to get here? Maybe it cost the way you used to think, how you had to execute, the level to which you execute. But change is necessary. Not just for us to thrive, my friends, but we need to change to survive. But change is necessary for thriving, because to thrive, we have to grow. And to grow, we have to change. And most of us don't like change, but the truth is, we have so much changing around us. Everything is changing around us. And so what we're really doing, we're fighting to stay where we were, not truly letting go of where we were so that we can ultimately arrive at where we need to be. Your norm is a byproduct or really connected to your ability, but your new norm is connected to your capacity. Each and every person in this room is oozing with potential. I'm not talking about size, I'm talking about significance. You're oozing with potential. And potential, capacity sometimes, it happens at our new norm. And for most of us, we're in this tug of war between norms. But can you let go of your norm today? Because there's more for you. More fulfillment, more peace, more impact, more joy. I think the greatest thing that you can do in this season is really begin to challenge your norm. Challenge what you have really adapted as your norm, and you'll realize that your norm is connected to your upbringing. Maybe the beliefs of others that have become your beliefs, and really, at the end of the day, most of us are living other people's lives because we haven't come to the place where we truly embrace our norm.
You've got one life, one chance, and what you do with it is up to you. Remember your goals, stop thinking and just do it. Fight for it, stay motivated, prove them wrong, keep going. You've got what it takes, but it's gonna take everything you got. Make it happen, do something great, set a goal, fuel the flame, get it done, challenge your limits, never stop, hustle hard, stay true, make it count, stay focused, yes you can, leave your legacy.